Okay, web designers, this is Mr. Sparks. Today we're going to cover some more CSS, and so today we're going to work on how to do different border types. So we've done a little bit of borders, but we're going to do the different types today. Shouldn't be a very long lesson, but we'll go ahead and get started. So first thing you need to do is kind of pull up your Caret program here, and we're going to start a new document. Okay, so new document here. We're going to go down here, and this will be an HTML document type. So I'm going to go here from the bottom and change this to HTML. And then we'll go ahead and save it. So we'll go to Save, File, As, and we're going to name this one C. Give it just a second. Okay, so we're going to save this file as CSS border types. And let's make sure that it is HTML. Okay, so border types.html. And there we go. And I'm going to pull this up here, and we're going to look and make sure CSS border type. So we'll pull that up in a little bit and check it out as we go. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is go up here at the top, and we're going to start our document. We're going to say doc type. HTML. Okay. And I missed that exclamation point at the beginning. Okay, there we go. I don't need that extra one. So doc type HTML is what we want right there. Okay. Then our next tag should be HTML. And the one thing about this little Caret program is it automatically adds our end tag for us. So just go ahead and enter a couple times as you go down. And we'll go up here. And the next thing we want to do is we're going to add our head section. And that'll give us that. So we'll enter down a couple times. And we're going to add our title. So, and the title for this is going to be CSS border types. Okay, and so after that we're going to create an internal style sheet. So we're going to put all of our styles in the top part of the head here. So we're going to say style, lose that, enter a few times, and we'll start adding our styles. Okay, so the first one we're going to do different border types. So we've done the solid borders before in different pixel sizes. So we're going to learn the different types you can use in this document. So we're just going to go, the first one you're going to go p dot dotted. So p dot dotted is going to be our first one. Use your left curly bracket. We're going to say border dash style colon dotted. And it automatically adds our semicolon for us, and we'll close our curly bracket for that one. Okay, move that out of the way a little bit. Okay, so our second one is going to be p dot dashed. Okay, and border style. And this one will just be called dashed. Okay. Close that curly bracket in. The next one, p dot solid, border dash style. Okay, and we'll do about 3 more, and then we'll actually add these, and we'll come back up here and we'll add the final ones in a little bit. So the next one will be a double border. So we go to p dot double. And we're defining the rules here as we go, our classes. So wrong one. Okay. Border dash style. and this will be double. And these are the acceptable ones in CSS. So that's why we're going to use them like this. So we're going to do p dot groove left bracket. Okay, and this will be groove. And last one for now will be ridge. Okay, and we're going to jump down here after our head tag. We can kind of get rid of that space. After our head tag, we're going to go ahead and add our body tag. Okay, so add our body tag. Go ahead and hit enter. And here we're going to go ahead and add an H2 and a paragraph, so we can just kind of get a little bit of structure to our page, and then we'll start adding our borders as we go along. Okay, so first one's going to be an H2 tag, and this is going to be border dash style property. Okay, and we'll add a paragraph tag underneath that. I'm going to say this property specifies what kind of border to display. Okay, so we'll go ahead and hit enter. I'm also going to give one more enter. It's not really necessary, but just so we can kind of keep this separated. So this up here will be our heading area. So if we were to just go ahead and hit save file, and then go and open up our border types. So here I have border CSS border types. That's our document. It might be a Chrome document for you or something, so just double click that, and we're just going to preview this. Okay, and mine is opening up here. So this will be what we're looking at. Okay, so I'll be pulling this up back and forth, so we'll see. So here's our title showing up here on our tab, and then the border style property, and then this is our paragraph. So we're going to go ahead and start adding these rules in. So we're going to say P. So we're going to add this class. So we're going to add this in here. So we're going to say class equals, and we're going to tell it what class we want. In this case, we want the dotted class. So DOTTED dotted from. We picked that up from up here. So all these, you don't type in the P, but you're just going to type in what we told after these here in green. So class equals dotted. And then go here, close that tag. And we're going to say a dotted border. Okay. And I'm just going to go ahead real quick on this one just to kind of show you what it looks like. Hit save, and then pull this back up. And when we hit refresh, you'll notice that we have a dotted border around this. So we're going to be we'll do the rest of them, and then we'll refresh the next one and go from there. Okay, so the next thing we want to do here is we're just going to add another P class. These will all be pretty much the same. And this one will be, the next one we did was dashed. Okay, close that. We'll just say a dash border. Okay, hit enter, class equals, and double quotes, solid. We've done this one before, but we just want to see a comparison as we go. So this one, a solid border. Okay, and then P class equals. Next one will be a double. Oops, there we go. Double border. Okay. And another one. Class equals. This will be groove. Okay, and last one for now. Class equals ridge. Okay. Okay, so we got those, and we'll go ahead and hit our save file, and we'll pull our web page back up. Click that, and now you notice that we have different types of borders so far. So we have a dotted, we have a dash border, we have just a solid one, we got a double with two little small thin lines. The groove is kind of hard to see here on the video. You probably can see it better on your own browser, and then ridge border kind of looks more like a little bit of a bevel. So not a whole lot of difference that you can distinguish there, but it is an option. Okay, so let's go ahead and add a couple more. So we'll go back up here, and we'll add some more rules. So we're going to say p dot inset and border style inset, p dot outset. Oop, gotta add border style first. Okay, next one would be p dot none, which means no border at all. P dot hidden. And to be honest with you, I'm not really sure why you would use none or hidden, because if you don't see them, kind of no point putting one in there anyway. But we're going to learn how that they do exist, even though you can't see them. And finally, mix. This will allow us to do a mixed border. And here what we got to do is we're going to say, when we define this, we need to tell what mix we want. So we're just going to try here. We're going dotted, dashed, solid, double. Okay, so that's pretty much what we have here. So and these will kind of go the order that you put these in. These will kind of go top, and then the right side, then bottom, and then the left side. Okay, so you can mix these up if you want to see the difference. Okay, so now let's go ahead and add these into our page code. Okay, so we're going to go down here, and we left off at ridge, so we need to add one for inset. So let's go p class equals inset. Inset border. Okay. Class equals outset. Outset border. We'll go p class equals. Next one was none. I'm gonna say a none border. Don't make really much sense, but we'll put it anyway. Okay. Class equals hidden. A hidden border. And the last one will be p class equals mix. Your mix border. Okay, so we'll go ahead and hit, let's say file, and we'll go ahead and refresh this, and now you can see here's an inset border. You can kind of see how on the top in the left hand side you have a darker line there and then a grayer line here. The outset just kind of have like an opposite effect right there. None, obviously there's none there. Hidden border, you can't really see it. And in a mixed border, you'll see the dotted goes on the top, the dashed here, the solid, and then the double. So if we were to want that to be a little different, let's say we wanted dotted on top and bottom, and let's say we wanted dashed on each side. So let's try to see if we can do that. We're going to say dotted and dashed, and then let's just go over here to our rule and say dotted and dashed. Okay, and we'll go ahead and save that, and we'll see if that made any difference. So we'll go here and we refresh it, and of course now you see the order. That's pretty much how you can take care of that. So pretty simply, just the way you do that. We'll set this back to dotted dashed, and we'll do solid. You can mess around with any of these that you would like to get it the order. Okay, so dotted, dash, solid, and double. So let's go ahead and just verify that real quick, and pull our page back up, refresh it, and there we go. Okay, so that's pretty much all there is to this particular thing. You can use these different borders in any different type of heading. So if we were just to go, just for example, we wanted to add an say an H2 tag. So H2 class equals, and we'll just say dotted. So you can kind of see that you could use it in anything. A dotted border and heading. Okay, and we'll go ahead and hit save there, and if I look now, refresh, and we didn't get it. Let's see what we did wrong. Well, for some reason that did not work in, oh, my bad, P for paragraph. So that was my bad. So P up here stands for the paragraph tag, so we're defining the paragraph. So let's just try this. Let's add one rule up here. We'll just say H2 dot dotted, and we'll fix that real quick. So we'll say border dash style and say dotted, and we'll close that rule. Now let's see if that is correct, and we'll go refresh, and sure enough, there we go. So that was my fault for not paying attention and explaining that. So the attribute here at the beginning where you have a dot is the tag that you're interested in. So we're saying paragraph tag dotted. So anytime you put that in a paragraph, it's going to work. Here I had to actually add the H2 where we didn't have it. We trying to use it in an inline. We could have actually used this with defining the style inside this particular header, but if we wanted it for all H2s, this would be the preferred method to do that. Okay, so that kind of end this video for now. Hopefully this all worked for you. If you have any problems, please let me know, and we'll see you in the next one.